What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking.
What's up, everyone? It's another episode of Next Level Thinking. Of course, my name is Chris Holmes, but today I am with
Terrell Harris,
and we're going to be hitting on some interesting topics to encourage you and take that next level. So, the main subject that we pretty much want to go over is the mindset. I believe the mind is one of the most powerful tools because if you're not mentally there, you're not going to go anywhere.
I agree.
So with that said, we're going to go into subcategories. So the first category we're going to go into is positivity. I'm going to let you take the mic and lead from that. So what do you feel on this one?
Well, that's one thing that I preach every day, and I want everybody to grasp. Like, I tell people to ask yourself one question: how many successful people do you think made it with a negative mind frame?
And that's very true because if you have a negative mindset, you're going to pretty much become your own worst critic.
Right.
And even if you have a great idea, you want to do this, and you're like, oh, this is not going to be possible.
Right.
Or oh, I just did this, maybe my first one, but then you be like, oh, it's terrible. And you just kill off any kind of potential from there.
Right. Because your strength is only as strong as your mind frame. So I tell everybody to go into whatever you're doing positive and already have it set in your mind that you're going to accomplish it, and you're going to accomplish it.
So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
Anything else you want to add to that? Because
also the thing with positivity is it's good to keep that mind frame and share it with people. It might be some people that's on that line of negativity that need somebody to push them on over to show them that positivity pays off.
And I definitely agree with that because you never know how or where you may relate to someone because, like you were saying earlier, just having that positive mindset because this person may be down and out or thinking like the whole world is against them or on their back, but just you or whoever is out there can shine that little light of positivity, can actually be that breaking point to get them moving forward.
Right.
And you never know. That's why it's always good to put out so much more positive. And nowadays with social media and with the internet being so fast, it's very easy to catch negativity.
Right.
More than ever. So let's see. With that said, I think the next subcategory we want to go under is tunnel vision. Now I'm gonna also let you lead with this one because we were discussing this earlier. Because I know when people hear tunnel vision, they may have one perspective of it. But I'm gonna let you lead off so you can help them understand of your version of tunnel vision.
Okay, my version of tunnel vision is also a positive thing. It's pretty much keeping your focus on the positive things. So many people get caught up in negativity or what someone has to say or get distracted with somebody else got to going on that they forget what they're trying to do. So it's always good to keep that positive energy in a tunnel vision way. No matter what, you stick to what you're doing.
And I strongly agree because it's very easy to get distracted on what's always going around, especially with the internet. And then, just in your environment or daily surroundings. And if you, going back to more what you were saying, you focus on what your purpose is, you're able to really excel and go past any kind of limits because you are focused on what you're needing to do.
Right.
Instead of being distracted and then, taking a detour off and not reaching your goals and accomplishments that you really wanted to go. Right. I feel like you have a little bit more you want to add on to that. But,
yes, it's also a big thing I've noticed about that. A lot of people are easily thrown off by what someone tells them. Like their tunnel vision easily broken. They won't look into stuff. They're just taking a roll with that.
And I want to go in more in detail on that. So when you say someone tells them, is it friends, family?
It could be anybody because a lot of people are knocked by any opinion from any direction, and it shouldn't be that easily to knock you off what you got focused on. But there's so many times that you could be going in a positive path, and anybody can tell you oh, well, I don't think this is a good idea, or you should do this, and in the back of your mind, you start questioning yourself. You should never, ever do that.
And I think that happens a lot, very so often. So especially, I think this is one thing that we all face. You may have, or I may have, or whoever he or she may have a great idea or plan, And I feel like a lot of times the biggest things that stop that can either be like the closest friend or even family member.
Family members, yeah.
Like for example, like the mother or father. I mean, that's a stiff hit.
Right.
When someone that close doesn't really believe or see your vision.
Right. But I also believe that some people, when they see you in one way, it's hard for them to see you once you grow. They just because you see something in yourself, other people don't see it. That's why you gotta have tunnel vision. That's not their vision. They don't know what you're going for.
I want to add on something because like when you said that, just sparked something. Like for example, of course, me and you are way past high school, but there's still a lot of people that want to base, I guess, our progress or our current personality off of what they just know us from the childhood or high school or something like that, and refuse to see the growth in you.
Exactly.
And I think that also contributes to like that tunnel vision, and you can be distracted. But if you
because you know what you've grown into, they don't. They refuse to see it. So it's best to stay tunnel vision and believe in yourself.
I strongly agree. So I want to move on to the next one, and the next subcategory we have is sacrifice. And me personally, when it comes to sacrifice, I believe that is like one of the keys to really open a door to your success. You know, like for example, a mother makes sacrifices to raise her child to be the best person they can be, or the father make a sacrifice to put in the extra hours in the jobs just so you can have whatever you want. Or you may make a sacrifice to, you know, not put as many hours into like a job or into entrepreneurship, so that you can really have that business grow into much more. There's all kinds of different levels of sacrifices and styles and much more. But at the end of the day, I strongly believe you must make sacrifice to make, you know, open up that next door.
Right. And to piggyback off what he's saying, like, I believe in success isn't just given to you. You're gonna have to give something, whether you're giving up your time, you're giving up your money. You're gonna have to give something, habits, whatever. So I strongly believe you have to question yourself and ask you, what are you willing to give up to be successful?
And not only that, money.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of us, you know, cringe when we hear that. But at the end of the day, it comes to that. I mean, you may have to make investment into like that training program, or equipment, or that mentor. You may not want to spend the money at the time, but if you really want to grow, because, you know, knowledge is key.
Right. My thing, that's a mind frame thing too, because there are people who out here will spend hundreds on designers, but they won't spend that money to invest in themselves. So it's like they're cringing at the wrong thing. That comes down to that mindset, again, of sacrifice. So it's like, I'm willing to sacrifice for something I don't need. What will you sacrifice for what you need?
Now this may sting a lot of people, but I'm going to have to piggyback on what you were saying on that. Like, especially, we will go and break our neck, basically, to get the newest Mercedes, Jordans. Even Matt, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big video game player, but I haven't been playing games like I want to, because I'm pretty much focused on what I'm trying to do. Or any kind of apparel design or something like that. That's not really investing into your future. It may give you monetary, you know, satisfaction for like that period of time, but it's not permanent. It is just gonna dry out. And at the end of the day, you still gotta take care of yourself. And if you think about it, if I would have spent, or you spent that much money into other things that actually will be an investment to yourself, just imagine how much farther you would be.
Right. And to use myself as an example, something that just happened recently. I was saving up to take this vacation, but then I had a mature thought. I took that money and I went and threw it into some stocks, because I had thought about it. Like, I travel all the time. So that seemed like a waste to me, because once I come back from that vacation, I got money lost and not really nothing gained. So I took it and threw it in something. I'm willing to sacrifice some of those trips, some of those expensive things that I want.
And we all have things. You said it right. Want.
Yes, I gotta say it just like that, because there's so many people that break their neck. Just like now, this iPhone that comes out, they made it $1,000. There's a lot of people gonna sacrifice for that, but they won't spend that $1,000 and actually invest it in something that will make their life better.
And I strongly agree with that, definitely. All right, and with that, before I move on to the next one, I want to actually use some examples. Like for Michael Jordan, one of the biggest things he made a big sacrifice was actual time into the gym. It could have been like, you know, just a playground, just having his own little fun, the mat, you know, whatever video games out there, but he spent a lot of his time investing to his craft and skills so he'd be a better player. I mean, anyway, Damon John, this dude, FUBU, I don't know much more. He made a huge sacrifice. This dude actually put his mother's house on the line. That shocked me when I hear that, but he knew like once he did that, he had no choice but to succeed. He wasn't gonna let his mom be homeless, chasing after his dream. But sometimes I feel, every person has a different, pathway. But sometimes it takes being put on the ropes like that to bring the best out of it.
The biggest one for me that I always keep in my mind is Tyler Perry. He went homeless behind his dream, trying to put those screenplays out, and he finally got one out. Now look at him. Like I look at that. This man sacrificed his all, went homeless behind what he believed in, still believed in it, and it went through for him.
It's basically like when you look at stories like that, it's like I have really no excuse. At the end of the day.
Exactly.
All right, and the last thing that I want to hit on for some showcasing, like showcasing your accomplishments, blessings, and much more for this one. So I'm going to take the lead on this.
With me, I try to tell people it's a difference between enjoying your success and bragging. So there's a way of showcasing, and there's a way of also using the blessings you're getting to bless others. Instead of throwing it in people's face, because sometimes showcasing can come back and bite you if you're doing it wrong. So I try. That's another thing. You got to keep that positive, keep that progressive, because you don't know who's looking at you in what light. Some people may look at you in negative light, and you turn around and you use your blessing to bless them, and boom, all of a sudden they're a fan. They behind you. Sometimes it take that to get people behind you. Sometimes it take that to get a market behind you. So showcasing is big to me. You gotta always watch how you showcase yourself, because the wrong way will bring the wrong light on you.
Yeah, and everything's always coming around. So you always want to put your best out there, because it opens up new opportunities and much more. And even on this subject, I have to say, I'm not perfect as well, but I always try to showcase my best. And a little times, I'm not gonna lie, I do brag, but if anything, it's more of a self-motivation.
Right.
Because when it comes to success, there will be heavy critics. But with you showing your success, you can't imagine how much other people you were just inspiring. So when they see that, they're like, oh, I can do it too. Or he came from this downfall. Or he had even a bigger struggle than even me.
Right.
And he succeeded, so I can do it too. So, there's always two sides of it, but, you always want to put your best foot forward and succeed, and then showcase your blessings to inspire the world and much more.
Right.
Okay. So with that said, you want anything last comment before we wrap this thing all the way up?
Not just what we were talking about. I just like my people as a whole to start being more positive and start being more supportive of each other, because things change. The people who up can be down, and the people who down can be up. But if we stick together, ain't nothing but up. That's how I've always saw it.
All right. And I'll let you have the final word on that. Please share the podcast and much more, so we can keep encouraging and inspiring the people all around the world and much more. This is another episode of Next Level Thinking, and peace out.